In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful, may peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah the Almighty be upon all of you. I'm Mabin Abid, and you are watching Umar Linguistics, the bilingual linguistics channel. Dear viewers, in this video, we are going to discuss Task B of Chapter 1, the origins of language. So, in this video, I'll speak only in English, and you can watch the same video in Urdu, or you can say in Hindi as well. I have given the link in the description below. So let's start without any delay. This lecture is actually this task ask us about what happened at Babel. So if you are familiar with Bible, or if you are familiar with such type of incidents, so you might know that what happened at Babel and what is the relationship of Babel with the language origins. All right, so this task is actually talking about what is the language source according to the divine source, or what is the possible explanation of different languages around the world. So this task is talking about that. All right, and before this video, what I'm going to tell you, uh, it does not uh, uh, it does not mean that I agree or disagree with what happened at Babel, or believe on these incidents which happened on Babel, or is this the way many languages have evolved? So, but because we are talking about Babel, so we'll look at that what happened there. In Bible, in chapter 1, book of Genesis, so it is written that when the whole earth was of one language and of one speech, means that there was a time when there was only one language on the earth. The people decided that they should build a tower that so high that that tower could reach up to the sky, and they can meet God there. So God's reaction was not favorable to the people, according to Genesis in Bible. So, and the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of man builded. So it is actually builded. This I know that this word should be built instead of builded, but it is the same written in Bible, because you can say it is in quotation marks. So Lord said to the people that, behold, you are one, and you all have one language, and you want to do this further, that you want to have only one language, but now you have imagined to have only one language, but now go down, and your languages will be confound, and confound their language. Confound means confused. So, in other words, this whole quotation, what tells us, you can read it if you want to read it by stopping this video. You can read it. So, this whole video is actually, this whole quotation is actually explains that why there are so many languages in the world, because people wanted to meet the God, and they built the tower, and but God didn't like it, and God, for example, this is all according to the Bible. So once again, this is not my own explanation or my own belief. So uh, the God didn't like it, and he scattered people in different parts of the world, in different places, and confused their languages. In other words, he changed their languages. So in that result, there are so many languages in the world which we can see. So this is the explanation according to Bible, that what happened at Babel. So, does this tower really exist? So, many writers like Robert Dunbar have said that many such towers were built in Mesopotamia, which is in modern Iraq as well, and it is a tourism place. It is a place for tourism. So many tower were built just to, for example, so long so they can reach up to the heaven, or they can meet people can meet God. And he explained it that one of the tower was Ethmananki, and it was built in almost 6th or 7th century BC before Christ. And then he explained its structure like seven-stage ziggurat, step pyramid topped by a blue glazed. And one of the Greek historian Herodotus, who also performed some experiment to show that people, there is one language which is actually divine language, but he was failed actually, or his experiment was not very successful. So he also tried to go to the uh, highest place, or to the highest place of the tower, but he couldn't find anything. So this is all about this Babel tower. And now let me show you this tower. So on the internet, if you write Tower of Babel, so you will find it. And this is actually the uh, tower which is created in I think 1563. So this is the place, like, so you can see one, two, three, four, five, six, seven ziggurat, and like in the pyramid shape. So and this is Babel Tower, and all biblical narrative and etymology, and that's why it is called Babel. So and there are a lot of things associated with this Babel Tower in historical context. Sorry. So this is all about this lecture. So mainly, this task is actually narrating the incident which happened at Babel according to the Bible book of Genesis. So if you are interested in reading such topics, more details, so you can read this book, Grooming, Gossip, and the Evolution of Language. So I hope you have understood it. Uh, this might be a little bit bored for you, actually, this task. So I hope it goes well. So don't forget to give your feedback. Remember in your prayers. Jazakallah khairan and thank you.